That's Coco. She's 12 and a half weeks. Yeah, she's a chocolate lab. I have an older dog. He seems kind of lonely, so we figured we'd get him a friend to play with.
He's a big baby. They need a lot of attention, and I mean, I needed to get trained more than him.
Paying close attention to pets' behavior is important, especially in a pandemic when things are anything but normal, says Dr. Stephanie Borns-Weil, a veterinary behaviorist at the Cummings School of Veterinary Medicine at Tufts University.
During COVID, the issues have been dogs and people and cats and people adjusting to the fact that neither party, human or animal, is on call full time. My dog Travis loves it. He doesn't like to be by himself. He just wants to be around me. It's been perfect.
She says since COVID, dogs in particular have had to adjust to changes all around them.
Some dogs didn't want to go out anymore because people were out in masks. They're watching our face. Dogs can read human facial expressions better than people can. Dogs that are a little bit more anxious, dogs that are a little bit more reliant on facial cues, found it very, very disorienting. Some dogs needed to be systematically desensitized to the appearance of a mask on the face.
Dr. Borns-Weil has heard of a variety of recent behavioral issues in pets.
Some of the problems I started hearing were, my dog is always at me. My cat's sitting on my computer all the time. My dog is barking constantly out the window. I'm trying to be on a meeting and be a professional human being, but I can't hear anybody in my meeting because the dog is barking.
She says in extreme cases, some dogs are biting.
They've lost their decompression times. It's been really challenging. People have discovered their dogs need a whole lot more space than they ever did before. Dogs count on 8 hours of space for a lot of people, or at least long stretches. For some dogs, it's been a bit too much.
Dr. Borns-Weil says dog owners should look for subtle signs of stress and give them space. Rapidly blinking eyes, aversion to attention and hiding, licking their lips, repeated yawning, growling, and stiffened body language.
One of the most important things for a new pet owner to learn, and if people have more time during COVID, it's a great opportunity to learn it, is learn dog social signaling. You're living with someone who speaks a different language, if you will.
We shouldn't minimize how difficult it is when we...
Dr. Megan Mueller is an assistant professor of human-animal interaction at Tufts. She says prospective pet owners should thoroughly research how a new pet might fit into their household.
Different types of pets have different needs. A really high energy dog is going to have different needs than a guinea pig. And so thinking about what kind of time you have and how that fits into your family is really important.
And Dr. Borns-Weil recommends preparing pets now for society's post-pandemic return to normal.
My advice really is prepare as if we're going to open up in 2 months. Is start making sure that you enrich the environment so your cat doesn't suddenly go from a rich environment with people who can take a break in the middle of the day and play with a feather toy to a barren environment. And with a dog, practice having your dog spend time alone. Use the time to think about what your dog is going to do when you're gone. Some dogs, young dogs, might like daycare, so it's a good time to arrange it.
In the meantime, she says, enjoy the time together. And when the pandemic is over, remember that pets will also have to readjust.
We've learned a lot about our animals. When else do people get to spend extended time with their animals and really learn about them and begin to pick up things like their body language, their needs, their rhythm? Thinking about it from our point of view, we all know what it's like now to be an indoor cat.
And Dr. Borns-Weil recommends giving dogs and cats a well-established, safe space at home. She says training an anxious pet to decompress in that space isn't a punishment. Making that space enjoyable for the pet is key. Try including toys or treats. Up next, they're getting back in the saddle.